How's it going, everybody? I hope y'all been safe. Y'all been chilling. And y'all wearing your mask. Yes, wear your mask. And if you're not wearing your mask, just don't be trifling. Wash your hands. Amen and amen. But as y'all can see, I'm in much better spirits this time around with this video, because for those that don't know, they finally announced that it's gonna be a patch for this game, and it's not just for lab coat. It's gonna be for the whole game. Balance, nerf, update, nerf and buffs, all that. So, I just wanted to give my little 2 cents, what I think they can fix with this game, and whatnot. And I got a couple of hot takes at the end of the video. Y'all might like it, some might agree. I'm pretty sure some gonna disagree too. And before we, get started, they just put this thing now on YouTube called Super Thanks or something like that. You know how normally you always able to donate through streams. Now you able to donate through videos too. So it's right next to the like button. You got to scroll a little bit and it'll say thanks, and you can click it. You able to donate and all that stuff. Now, I very much appreciate it. If y'all, donate, help out, whatever. And if not, I thank God y'all here anyway. Watching me, hearing me talk. But just wanted to let y'all know about that. But without further ado, I'm finna shut up and we finna get into it. So the first thing is Spark. Spark is, I've been saying Spark is stupid since I think this patch came out when they gave Vegito the 5M. So do y'all notice this a lot? Let me see. This right here. If this. Y'all notice that? I hate that Spark does that. It feels so scrubby to me, because it feels like you winning and then out of nowhere somebody pops Spark, hold Vanish behind you. Now you in a guess situation. And if you down tech, like with certain assists, it's even more stupid. Excuse me. So I picked Vegito, for example, because Vegito really excels at this. So, say for instance, somebody tries to, like down tech like this, because that's what I do sometimes. If I don't want to up tech or forward tech, I try to down tech and hurry up and mash, because I know they're going to try to hold Vanish behind me. And if you got to assist like Vegito, for example, hold on, I got to try to block. Okay. See? And that was a free, that's a free assist call. You can't even do nothing. And then, of course, if you just decide not to block, you see, now you just got to hold the assist. And that's not a Vegito exclusive thing. He just one of the more characters is easier to kind of show how stupid the situation is with his assists. But there's a couple of other assists in this game that definitely illustrate what I'm saying too. But yeah, I really dislike Spark because, it used to be, I think and this is another thing I forgot to mention too. So, y'all see this too, right? Now, even though it don't do that much damage, but it's the fact that you just got all that bar for doing so. Sometime if you don't tech right away, then they able to hit you. And then somebody like Gogeta, if I'm level 7 and then I Spark, I can really just nuke you for that. Like, that's stupid to me. Spark is just... the problem with Spark is when they made it, as you can see, 0 on block. So I'm gonna show, let me see. So in a case like, for example, somebody's spark, you know, if I make, I'm trying to, all right, let me see. All right, there we go. You see right there, I'm 0 because he spark. So, you know, sometimes we bait spark, but since we 0 on block, it's still a guess situation. So basically they can hold Vanish in this situation, hold Vanish behind me and call assist like I did earlier, and there's nothing I can do. Which is silly. It's like I'm getting punished for guessing right that you pop spark, you know. So I forgot what spark used to be on block back then, but I hope in the future, you know, for the next patch they at least make spark -5. Because if I'm able to bait a spark, I feel like I should still keep my turn. You got to go through hoops to bait spark and punish it on this game. It'll be nice if I can just do a safe jump, bait the spark, and still keep my turn without having to worry about somebody doing whole Vanish behind me. And, you know, like just stuff like this. And I really got to touch on it with spark because it's silly. You know, just little stuff like this. You know, now I'm in. You know, I really strongly dislike spark. And a lot of times, the best way to fight against spark is to keep your spark. So when they spark, you just spark back to just kind of reset the neutral, give yourself some space. But yeah, spark is silly, and I hope that they fix that. All right, so the next thing is EX moves. Man, I remember when they first gave Gogeta this, and you know, made him have further, you know, gave him better range. You know, my innocence came through. I'm like, oh, he got better ways to kind of get in a little bit. He ain't gonna struggle as much in neutral, you know, and didn't think it would spiral out of control the way it did, where people are just apes with them and just, you know, this and mashing this, you know, it just, you know, because to me, the way I was thinking of it, how it's going to be used is something kind of defensive, you know, somebody shooting projectiles, you think they going to shoot it, then you do that to kind of get past it or bypass it. Little did I know it was just going to turn into, you know, let me get in for free and, you know, things like that. And honestly, you know, I get into more about how I feel with Gogeta a little bit later, but yeah, EX moves in general, it does too much damage. Like, look at this, for example. Now this is all, look at this. This is all just from a medium starter, and I accidentally pressed the computer button. So I ain't do level 3, but I was gonna do level 3, and you see how much damage that probably was gonna do. That more than likely would have took at least maybe 80%. And that's ridiculous. I feel like and I think Shanks brought this up actually on his Twitter, that these Lariats and all this stuff, these EX moves, they should be light starters. And the thing is, it's not all of them. Like, because the thing, like, Bardock, for example, he don't deserve to have his EX nerf because Bardock has to vanish to get his, you know. Bardock has to call an assist to get a full combo, or he has to vanish to extend if he by himself. You know, characters like Vegito, you know, Gogeta, Vegito, you know, they get a whole combo by themselves. And, you know, it's ridiculous, you know. And I think, for one, like, look at this, for example. So the way I just punished that, You had to just know it was coming. Be ready for it on top of that. But, you know, if you just kind of like half a second off, they block in time. You know, it's ridiculous. And another good example I'll show you is, so I'm going to set this to guard all. So, okay. Come on, I'm trying to. So you see how fast that Gogeta recovered? That's just giving you an idea. Like, I know situations like that wouldn't happen, but I'm just showing how quick they recover. Now, take base Vegeta, for example. I'm going to do that to him. You see, do you see that? Do you see the difference? And I got to set the guard all, so I want y'all to look at this. I was able to dash up and punish. Like, EX moves should have that recovery that base Vegeta got, honestly. I don't even have to go to Yamcha because, you know, the example right here. I thought I was going to have to go to Yamcha, but every EX move should be like base Vegeta's. It should have a recovery. And if they don't do that, which will be silly, they need to make it so EX moves are light starters. And it's not making you explode, you know, for getting hit. And what's another example? I think, yeah, I talked about the recovery and the light starter. So, yeah, EX moves are silly. Oh, that's what it was. You know what? No, I ain't got to do it. I was going to pick Broly, but I can tell y'all, they need to make them unsafe. That's another option, too, they can go for. Like, at least Z Broly, his EX tackle is unsafe. You know, like, I don't know why these EX moves are safe. They do everything for you, and there's no drawback to it. So, yeah, they need to fix that ASAP. That means as soon as possible for those wondering. This gotta go. This gotta go. This gotta go. That's all I'm gonna say for this. This gotta go. It don't make no sense that this move has very little recovery, goes that far. It's silly. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I really would want to meet the person that green light, or, you know, that gave Vegito the green light to have his 5M and thought Vegito got problems getting in or something, so he needs a 9 frame advancing normal that goes half screen. That this move is silly. You know, I feel better if, you know, if they wanted to keep this, but it has more recovery. You know, so he just not just throwing it out like a goofball. Or it could just go back to what it was before. You know, I ain't no Vegito master or none, but I'm pretty sure the fella was not struggling to get in or struggling with neutral. You know, he got things that he can do. You know, this right here is good by itself. I'm almost certain Vegito will be okay without the 5M. And the only other thing I would say for Vegito, which people were suggesting about him, is, so you see his hit stun. That man got 73. That's how, what's it like, plus 73. That's how long he got the hit stun, at least, to confirm. And I feel like if you notice, I didn't even know Vegito had 5 ki blasts. I thought he throws like 3, but if you see, he got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he shoots 5 of them. I didn't even know. I thought it was like he shoot 3 or 4. But the way I think is a good way to balance this is, because I see some people, they don't like that Vegito is so far back when he shoots his A assist. But, you know, part of me felt like part of me feels like it's okay for stuff to be good. You know, it's essentially a DP low key. Like, ain't nobody is gonna punish him because of how far back he is. But I do think if they added a little more recovery time, maybe, like, that'd be good. Because you see how fast he goes off screen, you know. But honestly, I feel like the A assist, you can leave it the way it is. But what I would suggest, which is I seen people suggesting in Bum Stream. So you see how much hit stun he has when it hits you. Keep that, but if he hits you with just one, it should change. Because you see, like, even if he shoot one, you know, even if he shoots one, he can still, you know, if he shoots one, it's not as plus as if he shoots with 5. You see that? I was able to hurry up and call Vegito and then switch to the computer to jump, and I still was able to confirm. Like, that's that's kind of crazy. I think it'll be, you know, it'll be balanced out that, you know, if all of them hit, then it got the hit stun. But if one of them hit, then it's not as plus. I think that's fair. You know, one key blast shouldn't be the equivalent of 5 hitting you. You know what I mean? And of course, as I was saying earlier, for characters with these EX moves, they need to have more recovery. They need to have that base Vegeta recovery. I'm tired of these flailing moves, and in his case, Vegito pushes you back, so he low key can like frame trap you. You know, it's really a guess situation. Like, he could just do this, for example, and bam, 2M, because you tried the challenge. Let me see. Oh, nope, I was lying. But you can do EX. Do EX and then, you know, call an assist just in case they don't press nothing. You know, it's a silly situation. I'm sick of all these EX moves, but we moving on. So before I get to this stupid character, I forgot to show this in the other little clip about Vegito assist, but you can notice the difference with how fast he gets off the ground, you know, off screen, compared to, I call lab coat. Or, you know, I can do this, and you see Vegito is already gone. I can call same time. Oh, well, in that case, that was kind of fast, but Gogeta B is not the problem. You hear me? It ain't the problem. But y'all get the idea, though. So, this stupid character here, I'm gonna call her Glitch Coat. I'm not calling her by her real name. Glitch Coat 21. So Glitch needs this move right here. No, not this. This right here. I hate this move. I hate this move. Like, they need to. So what everybody been suggesting, which makes sense, this needs to go away when she die. If you kill this character, it needs to go away. There's no reason for this move to be permanent, regardless if she alive or not. That just don't make no sense. I can't stand looking at this character. She is so dry. Her combos dry. She dry. Her specials dry. Like, every other character in this game got some cool stuff. Even UI Goku. And UI Goku is dry to me too. But, you know, he just looks flashy at least. Like, her combos dry, her loops dry. I can't stand this character. I know people actually like this character. But if they were to, you know, and I don't want to be that type to just say I hope somebody's character get nuked. But if they did, I ain't shedding a tear for her. I ain't gonna lie to you. This move right here, it's this move and this move. Those the two things I hate about her. Like, this should not be. Um, let me show y'all some. Like, why? If you try to vanish behind her, the move hits you. Why? Like, all these EX moves, it's gonna be a reoccurring thing. Basically, all these EX moves need to have a base Vegeta recovery. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm sick of all these EX moves, and this needs to go away when she die. That's it. I'm tired of looking at this character. But yeah, as characters have been coming out, like, I feel like a lot of these characters in this game is ridiculous. Solid to ridiculous. You can make them work, but as DLCs keep coming out, it make you feel like you shouldn't use them. Like, when she came out, it's crazy. She made people stop using him as much. That's crazy when you think about it. The way people feel about Broly, she really just invalidated the man. People was even happy to see this character. And I know people don't even like this character like that. But I feel like they definitely need to buff a bit of the underutilized characters, because it's, like I say, I feel like they decent, they solid, you can make them work, but it kind of feels like they too vanilla. And a couple examples that definitely should get buffed is Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Honestly, for Super Saiyan Vegeta, I say they need to bring his ASS back. Just let his ASS be what it used to be. Because he's too vanilla right now, and people do things that basically what he do with the zoning and all that stuff, the keep away style. People do that, and they are better than him. And I even hate using that argument that, so and so do this better than the next, so why play him? It's kind of a cop out, but in a way, it makes sense too, because it's like, the only reason you would play Vegeta is because you like him. And I feel like he a solid character, just like I feel like Super Saiyan Goku is, but I don't know what they could really do to him besides bring his ASS back. Let you not be able to super dash it. Maybe that'll be madness, I don't know, but it's on Super Saiyan Vegeta, and the level of crazy we got in this game, I think he'll be okay with that. I don't know. Trunks for sure. They need to buff Trunks. Gohan, I think if they let Gohan level up as a DHC, like when you tagging in to level 1, if they allow him to level up as many times as he want, he would be ridiculous. I really think that. Yamcha need Jesus. You know what? No, I ain't gonna do Yamcha like that. Yamcha got some solid stuff. I remember labbing people teams. He got some alright stuff, but he still need Jesus. He still need Jesus. Tien just underrated. His combo's boring out here, so that's valid. Roshi, honestly, if they brought his BSS back again, as I say for Vegeta earlier, it's too much crazy in this game. Having his BSS back wouldn't be that bad. I don't know. Give GT Goku back his ASS. I feel like they really cheated that man. Did him dirty on that ASS. Especially after changing it, after what, a year of the GT era, like, it was already over with, but they nerfed his ASS for whatever reason. They honestly can get that back. Who else? Goku Black, I feel like they can still do a little something with him. Frieza. Everybody else, I kinda cool a little, baby a little. But everybody else, oh yeah, I'm gonna get to him in a little bit. He part of my hot take. Y'all be ready for that. But everybody else, I feel like they just, they solid. A lot of characters are a bit harder. but people just don't play with him. Like, don't nobody play with this character, but he ridiculous. So I feel like it's a lot of characters like that in this game, but you know, she's here. And before she came along, it was the whole this. No, it was this, into this. You know, but yeah. So Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I feel like the only two things, I feel like he is fine, Broly is fine. I think with Broly, if they reverted his shield to only absorb projectiles, that wouldn't be a problem. I feel like the fact that his projectiles just negate everything was just an unnecessary buff. You know, it's kind of whatever. But besides that, I feel like Broly is fine. Gogeta, the auto combo, they can take that away. I don't know how they would, but I feel like they need to take that away. Maybe add some more recovery so people not being apes, just, you know, pressing it. You know, but I feel like his auto combo, you know, because we got to take some responsibility, y'all. You know, even though I feel like they can take it away, but I feel like if you see Gogeta on the ground, don't super dash to him. You know what I mean? It's only one thing that he's gonna do. You know, so auto combo is not like a giant problem where it's like fellas just winning tournaments because they mash an auto combo. But it definitely adds a little to it. So I definitely think they can address that. And of course, the Lariat, the EX version. A suggestion that I think is they can take. So you see how the EX version you can combo by itself, but the medium version you can't do it. Medium version, you actually gotta spend meter to do it. Now let me see how much I can get just from a Vanish. You know, see, 4K, that ain't too bad. You spinning a bar, you know. Now, I think so. You see the light version of his Lariat. I think if they made his EX version the same range as his light Lariat, that wouldn't be a bad nerf. Basically, take it back to what it was before, but leave his medium version to have that range that he has now. You know, I feel like that'd be a good change for him because he can't combo into it unless he had a C assist. You know, unless he had a C assist or a fast assist, like Vegito A assist or Android 21's A assist. They actually would catch the opponent as they flying away or getting knocked away. So I think at least that way he'll have different ways that he will have to, you know, it'll make teams be a bit more, you know, concentrated, if that makes sense. Because now you will have to, you know, really maximize using the medium Lariat because he can't combo into it unless he Vanish. So I think that'd be a real nice change for him. And besides that, I honestly feel like Gogeta is fine. Besides the Lariat and the auto combo stuff, Gogeta is fine. It's nothing else that I would buff for him, nerf for him. He in a good spot. Besides those two things. So, Gotenks. Gotenks, they honestly can keep him the same, but I'm going to just add in my little 2 cents, wishful thinking, and say, can he get some mix back? You know, can he get some mix back, please? Like, they nerf all the Gotenks mix. So, like, y'all remember this right here? This whole little situation. So, he can still do the IED. But the problem is when he land, he's -7, you see. So, that's, if you notice the difference, let me see if I land. You see, it's kind of that pause compared to if I just super dash. So, that's why, like, you know, super dash, I can immediately go low. But if I do this, it's that slight, if you look, Gotenks do them spread his hands apart, and then goes low. So I honestly feel like they can give Gotenks this back. That wouldn't be too bad. Because it's like, it don't work mid-screen anyway, you know. He would have to go low. He'll have to do low medium instead of 2L since it don't go far. But I feel like if he got this back, that wouldn't be a problem, you know. And they already nerfed the JL thing being triple overhead, whatever. So I feel like if he were to get, you know, this back, that wouldn't be bad. Get a little bit of mix outside of, you know, Gosoki. He can get this back too. Y'all probably didn't even know he had this. He used to always have this. That's the medium version. He was able to air dash. But the same thing, he lands, it has that landing recovery. And this right here, when they added the cancel out of special moves, he was able to do this IED. So I can do something like this. Can't even do it because he got the landing recovery. And of course the EX spin stuff. You know, if they feel like EX being too much, alright, cool. But, you know, at least let them get back some, you know. let them get back some. I feel like that wouldn't be too much. Fellas ain't going to play with him anyway, even if he get it back. But that's my little 2 cents. Now, the last 2 points are some hot takes, so I hope y'all ready. Okay, so... hot take number 1. As Broly don't need no frame data buffs. Now, hold on. I know y'all thinking that's crazy. Some of y'all probably thinking that's crazy, but some of y'all probably also agree with me. And y'all reasoning is probably the same reasons that I have. And that's that Broly does too much damage. Broly does way too much damage. I actually believe Broly is ridiculous. You know, when you think about it, the stuff that people say about S Broly is always frame data. They don't never say nothing else. You might hear them say, you know, he can use a faster command grab. You know, he can use a faster command grab or something like that. But you will never hear nobody talking about Broly anything else besides his frame data. You know, and to me, that makes me feel like he got everything else. Frame data is the only thing that's holding him back. And I think they are very careful with how they buff him. And here's another reason. Blue Gogeta was in the same position as Broly. As you know, Blue Gogeta had the bad frame data. They buffed it a little bit. Now he getting played like crazy. I honestly get tired of seeing him, honestly. And now people want him nerfed. The same thing gonna happen with S Broly, and it's gonna be even worse because S Broly actually has, you know, Ki Blast, that actual how you do this? How you do this? A beam like that he can vanish on whiff. You know, he got this. Like the man can play neutral. Now this don't use that, but like he got this, you know, the ground pound, which I like, this Ki Blast, like, and of course not that. I feel like they can fix that maybe, but you know, in a case like, it serves as a good anti though. Like for example, with somebody, you know, when somebody double jump, you know how they can't jump no more. As Broly EX grab is like pretty good for that, even though I just dropped it. Look at, I wasn't nowhere near him. 13 frame startup, by the way. Suna, I love you. I love you. I know you already got your comment ready. I love you though, Sona. You the homie. I love all y'all, but as Broly don't need them frame data buffs. It's gonna be people are gonna complain way more than Lab Coat. I guarantee you that. And he just gonna get the same. He gonna get the Gogeta treatment instead of fusion. It's gonna be double Broly team. I'm so sick of seeing that. That's what it's gonna turn into. I'm telling y'all right now. If he get them frame data buffs and he keep the same damage that he do now, is gonna look ugly. It's gonna look ugly. And the homie S Broly, that man can cough on you and he taking like 80%. But the final hot take ain't gonna be as bad as this one though. It ain't gonna be as bad as this one. So Blue Gogeta, he do not need to get nerfed. It's crazy. Unfortunately he gets lumped into the whole fusion this, fusion that. I'm sick of fusions. Where, like I was saying for S Broly, they kind of had these frame data problems. People wanted Gogeta to prosper. Man, if you look back at my old Gogeta videos, people wanted him to get good. To be good, I should say. They wanted him to be buffed. Now, you look at the whole community. Majority of them, at least. They hate this man. Tired of seeing him. Think he's too good. Like I say, it's gonna happen as Broly. He get the frame data buffs, but I digress. Gogeta, Blue Gogeta, I feel like he's in a good spot. He actually got buffed because of the tag stuff, and I feel like that's what people see a lot is the damage, the tag combo stuff. But I feel like he a good middle ground because, he has no neutral. This about the only thing he doing is JM all day. He is not really doing nothing else. He can't use this. As y'all can see, the recovery is ridiculous. He can't use this. Galagun is horrible. Got the worst angle. It looked like it should be bigger than what it is, but it's not. I remember when they first gave Gogeta this, people were so happy. They was like, oh yeah, now he can kind of get help in neutral. Now people hate it. Why can he skip neutral? All these fusions, they can skip neutral. Or, the 2M. People don't like his 2M. Unlike Vegito, at least this is slow. It goes far, but it's slow. People was like memeing about it, this 2M, but it was like it wasn't no problem because it was on Blue Gogeta. He still has problems and things like that. But now people want that gone. It's like, I feel like out of all the fusions, all this crazy madness going on, he will suffer the most. If they really nerf him. Everybody else, if they nerf, they'll be fine. But I feel like if you nerf him, he gonna really suffer. And I always say, y'all know me, I always say, Blue Gogeta is only as good as the assist backing him up. By himself, he is horrible. And well, I ain't gonna say horrible, but he's struggling. He is struggling. And it also comes down to people don't know how to fight him. Like this right here. When people do this move, you see this? Like, this has a lot of recovery. More than a lot of these EX moves. You see, I'm trying to jump. Sometimes I can't jump, other times. And people don't be punishing this. People do this and, you can really punish these Wolf EX records he be doing, but people don't, and people also let him take their turn when he do this into Vanish. Like, this is not real. Gogeta cannot do that. See, but then if you block it all and now you taking mix because of it, and now you get hit because of it, now you hate the character. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff that people don't notice about Gogeta that's fake, but you know they just be letting it rock. So it's a mix of people tired of seeing them and people don't do their homework. That's the truth. You know, he don't need to get nerfed. He is fine where he is. You know, he don't have no key blast. All he got is this 5S and this JM. 5S to this to get in, bam, do that. But I feel like he don't need to get nerfed. He is fine. But we have made it to the end of the video, folks. I thank y'all for listening. Hopefully the video wasn't too long, but I'm pretty sure it is. I'm glad to be in better spirits this time around talking to y'all. And yes, the future is looking bright for this game. I'm like 99% sure Lab Coat getting nerfed. Ain't no way she's staying the way she is. But I hope some of the changes that I said, you know, for this game, I hope they really do it, you know, so the game can stop being less random and scrambly and kind of be more solid like it used to. Game used to be pretty solid, you know, back then. Now it's kind of, you know, kind of flailing, you know, let me be a goofball and do this and it works and I take 90%. You know, I don't really... I don't kind of really like that meta. So I'm glad that a patch is coming. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But yeah. Y'all have a nice, peaceful, and blessed day. And I will see you fine folks next time.